Beaufort bomber sections are built in a number of huge plants and finally assembled and made ready for the air in several separate giant shops. Genesis of the Beaufort, uranium in sheets, the raw material from which the bulk of the aircraft will spring. Every sheet must be exactingly tested for hardness and possible metallic flaws. The Rockwell tester does it. This vitally important work is safely entrusted to a woman. The approved sheet is marked out from a pattern. Nothing is wasted, and the parts of this sheet cut away will go to make up smaller components. The production stream flows to the routing machines, which accurately slice through half a dozen marked out duralumin sheets at a time. Experienced sheet metal workers rapidly mold the cut metal into the component parts of the aircraft: ribs, stays, outer skin. On dozens of similar jigs, the sub-assembly of parts goes on. Extreme accuracy is demanded. The completed subsection is pickled in an anodizing bath to make it weather-resistant and to prevent corrosion. A pipe may be bent without distortion by making use of the recently discovered zero-bend metal, which hardens quickly but will melt again on immersion in hot water. The operative bends it to the desired shape, and there can be no distortion because the metal core prevents it. The bending completed, the pipe is merely immersed in hot water again and the metal run out. Simple, but what a time and money saver. The pipes are tested under pressure much above those they are normally expected to carry. The safety factor is a vital consideration in aircraft construction. Women play an increasingly important part in aircraft construction. They are extremely adaptable after training in specially organized technical schools. It's a changing world, and male dominance recedes apace. There are 36,000 parts in a Beaufort, counting a complete engine and propeller as only one unit. Someone had to be found to manufacture each of those 36,000 parts, accurately and in quantity, plus the complete engine. Passing rapidly to another sub-assembly, we find the nose section being fitted with its permanent covering, which is not celluloid as may appear, but a thick and durable clear plastic material. Here is an undertaking of which every Australian should be intensely proud. Where 3 years ago hundreds were employed in aircraft production, today tens of thousands toil. A country which did not produce even a motorcycle is today making a modern torpedo bomber with twin engines delivering between them 2,400 horsepower. And every nut and bolt, every instrument, every tiny detail of equipment in that plane is Australian made. Tail units are also completed in this plant. Both tail and main fuselage section then go to one of the final assembly shops where they are met by wing sections and engines. A main assembly plant where parts made in many factories go together miraculously like a giant completed jigsaw to form the Beaufort torpedo bomber. A fuselage section moves up to join its wings. Made in separate shops, the parts must dovetail perfectly. The tolerance allowed is minute. The Beaufort bomber has a speed approaching 300 miles per hour. It can carry 1 ton of bombs or a torpedo capable of crippling a battleship. As a reconnaissance plane, the Beaufort has a range of 2,000 miles.